The world is watching Uganda, and what we are seeing on the street is not just the unfolding of another election, it is the unfolding of a long-standing struggle between power and people. Now, there's a history to this. In 2021, Robert Kyagulanyi, better known as Bobi Wine, ran as the main opposition leader and the opposition candidate for the presidency of Uganda against the incumbent, General Museveni. During this time, similar to what we are seeing now, there was bloodshed, there was intimidation by the military and by the police. We could see a lot of people being dispersed, lives being lost. And at the end of the day, General Museveni was declared the winner of the election. That election ended not as a celebration of choice, but as a massive bloodshed. Hundreds were arrested, several were killed. Citizens were beaten simply for hoping for a change. Now fast forward to 2026, when Uganda is going again to the polls, Bobi Wine again has emerged as the main opposition candidate, not out of sheer luck or ambition, but out of a conviction. He believes it is time to liberate Uganda against all odds.
Tuze wano nga tetuze mu byabufuzi bya bulijjo. Tuze wano nga tetuze kusaba kalulu ka bulijjo. Tuze wano kubanga tuli mu kye bayita revolution. Omulamwa gwaffe gwe tuliko omukulu gwa kujja Museveni mu ntebe eyo.
Bobi Wine's appeal is real and deep. Undoubtedly, he's the favorite of every Ugandan, especially the young ones. Having won their hearts through his music, now he's winning their hearts again through his message of hope and change. Now, this change is important. You need to understand that Museveni has been in power for about 4 decades. For most Ugandans, he's the only president they have ever known. General Museveni himself did not come to power through an open election. He came to power through an armed guerrilla struggle. You may have heard about the Ugandan Bush War. This is linked to General Museveni. After disputed elections in 1980 that he and others claimed were rigged in favor of Milton Obote, Museveni rejected the results and launched what is now known as the Ugandan Bush War between 1981 and 1986. He then led the National Resistance Army, the NRA, against successive governments. In January 1986, the NRA captured Kampala, forcing Tito Okello into exile. Then Museveni was sworn in as president, declaring it a fundamental change in Ugandan politics. Since assuming office, Museveni has consistently stated that he cannot be unseated by mere ballot, clearly telling us how his president is going to operate. See this.
I really wonder sometimes when I see Bobi Wine campaigning. He knows very well that he can not defeat me, but he keeps running up and down every time thinking Ugandans will vote for him. Ugandans loves me more than mangoes, and nobody can defeat me in any elections.
Now, this recent election has been marred by overwhelming evidence of abuse. Bobi Wine and his supporters have been seriously brutalized, intimidated, and abused by the military and police.
Don't fight with them. Okay? Don't fight with them. I am going to campaign.
Go to your car.
Okay?
Go to your car.
Don't fight with them.
Don't go to your car.
Sir, I am going to the rally.
No.
I am going to
Sir.
campaign, sir. This is the road. You are police. You can lead me.
No.
You can follow me.
You go with you.
But I am not going to take 4 hours to reach my rally. I left Kampala at 3 a.m. in the morning. I have not campaigned because you blocked all the roads. No, sir. put me in the police vehicle and drive me to the rally. Don't push me! Anything wrong. Okay? Holding the national flag. I'm a presidential candidate. Look how you're embarrassing me. Look how you're humiliating me. You're provoking me to violence. I will not fight with you, sir. I will not fight with you. I book my hotel and I go there and I tell your people to stop spraying us with pepper spray. Now, allow me to go and sleep, please. You know what you're doing is illegal. You're not supposed to stop me from going to sleep. Okay? You stopped me from campaigning, even if I still have a few minutes.
That one I did not stop you from campaigning.
Now, allow me.
You actually refused to go to your campaign van in Ochorimong. You refused. Your campaign van was Ochorimong. I did not stop you. You only left Ochorimong. You came in the middle of the town.
There are incredible reports of mass rigging, votes being manipulated, observers blocked, and polling stations disrupted. At some point, we got reports that some representatives of Bobi Wine were arrested and detained.
People keep getting picked up by the military and the police as they move out and riot against what they're saying is already a stolen election. We've had tear gas, we've heard live rounds, stun grenades. It's all happening in the heart of the capital city.
The yells of defiance come with a quick clear out, but their message is simple.
Right now, people have voted Bobi Wine. He has been cheated of his vote.
How do you know that?
I'm a Ugandan. We went to the polling stations. The materials arrived late.
The chaos around town is only ramping up as news spreads of votes being wrongly declared. And tally centers turn into battlegrounds.
We have Ugandans that have voted, and this is their right to choose a leader. So I don't know, the international community, what can they do for us? Because us Ugandans, we have tried to fight. We have come out and voted, and we have requested without violence.
The security forces close in, and they're not here for show. They take him away. Another arrest added to the hundreds.
My name is Senyondo Sulaiman. They are arresting me over process.
Held for demanding democracy.
Independent human rights groups have documented brutal abuse and killings by police and military. See this. Bobi Wine and his wife have been reported to have been placed under arrest and thereafter taken to an unknown location.
Mr. Kyagulanyi Sentamu, as far as I'm informed, he's not under arrest. In respect to the status of Mr. Kyagulanyi, Bobi Wine, is that he is in his home or his house. He is at his place. We have not necessarily denied people from accessing him, but we can also not tolerate instances where people use his premises to gather and cause unnecessary violence or incite violence.
Now, it is interesting on the Museveni camp that the web of power runs very deep. Now, see this. Museveni's son heads the Uganda military right now. His daughter oversees the central bank and the finances of Uganda. His wife serves as the Minister for Education. His brother is Minister for Animal Industry, and the list goes on and on and on. This is not the normal functioning of a democratic state. It is a concentration of power within a family and loyalists. By our standard, this is not a democratic government. It has even been characterized by some as an autocracy, specifically electoral autocracy. A situation where elections occur, but democratic rights, competitive politics, and civic freedom are systematically eroded. Under such system, even when the people choose differently at the ballot box, The outcome is engineered carefully to protect the incumbent. That is what we see in Uganda today. The election has been concluded, and Museveni again has been declared the winner. As Africans, it is important we pay attention to this, because Uganda's experience, it's not isolated. It reflects a pattern in parts of our continent where political power is held not by the people, but by entrenched elites who resists accountability and renewal. And when political competition becomes threat and not opportunity, the promise of democracy decays gradually into autocracy. I once said somewhere about creative destruction. This is a classical example of what creative destruction says. It says that at some point, the old has to give way to the new. It's time for Museveni to give way to Bobi Wine. It's time for the old African leaders to give way to the new ones who are ready to take their future into their hands. Africa must get it right, and we will get it right.